Before the name Hershey became synonymous with sweet success, it was a name associated with bitter failure. If you met Milton Hershey at age 30, you wouldn't have seen a tycoon. You would have seen a man who had been fired from his first job, watched his first business crumble into bankruptcy, and had his equipment seized by police in New York because he couldn't pay his bills. Milton's journey began not with chocolate, but with a printing apprenticeship he hated and was promptly fired from. Determined to prove himself, he turned to candy making. In 1876, he opened his first shop in Philadelphia. He worked tirelessly for 6 years, relying on money from his family, but the business collapsed. He was forced to declare bankruptcy. He didn't stop. He moved to Denver, then Chicago, then New Orleans, and finally New York City. Each time, he tried to start over. Each time, he failed. By the time he returned home to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, his extended family had written him off as an irresponsible dreamer. He was penniless, humiliated, and exhausted. But Milton had learned one secret in Denver that would change everything: the value of fresh milk. Borrowing money one last time, he started the Lancaster Caramel Company. He used fresh milk to make his caramels creamier than anything else on the market. Finally, he had a hit. The business exploded, and Milton Hershey became a wealthy man. Most people would have stopped there, satisfied with their millions. Milton Hershey was not most people. In 1893, at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, Milton saw German machinery making chocolate. At the time, chocolate was a luxury item, expensive, and reserved for the rich. Milton stared at the machines and made a shocking prediction. Caramels are just a fad, but chocolate is a permanent thing. In a move that baffled his competitors, Milton did the unthinkable. In 1900, he sold his wildly successful caramel company for $1 million. A massive fortune at the time, and bet it all on chocolate. He didn't just want to make chocolate. He wanted to mass-produce milk chocolate so affordable that the average American could enjoy it. He built a factory in the middle of Pennsylvania, dairy farmland, risking his entire fortune on a recipe he hadn't even perfected yet. The gamble paid off. The Hershey bar became the first nationally marketed chocolate bar in the United States. He didn't just build a factory. He built a town, Hershey, Pennsylvania, with homes, parks, and schools for his workers. The man who had once been chased out of New York by debt collectors ended up building an empire that defined the American taste for sweetness. Milton Hershey proved that bankruptcy isn't the end of the story sometimes. It's just the prologue.